EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the fastest rising cities in the U.S., the capital city of Austin, Texas. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Jets of Austin. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Now Hall to start the... And right away he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll go again with Hall. There he goes, left side. Breece Hall. And touchdown! Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Done good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So Dunn now following the score. Back out to send this away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First play's a run with Nwangwu. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Fields. That's down the field for Jefferson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle, and they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the run is Nwangwu. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Fields now to throw. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangwu. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. This defense for the Jets, very strong in that victory a week ago.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense. Just couldn't sustain much of anything against them.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing now is Rodgers. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Jets at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Ooh, a juke. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown! Breece Hall with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jets have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Done good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Dunn now. Following the made field goal, he'll kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Dancing to his left. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nwangu. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Fields. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Complete to Kenny Nwangu. A gain of 13 yards. And the Vikings first down.
They'll run with Nwangu. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. 14-0 the score. This is the Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a strike to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Well, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
Fields changing the play. On 2nd down, here's DeWangu. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Fields. Oh, and that is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gouge on the sideline and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Here's Hardman to return. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they can really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
From midfield, here's Rodgers.
50-yard line.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A give running right is Hall. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Rodgers going to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
It's still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's Fields. And he gets this to Thornton. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A gain of 30. First down, Minnesota.
Up the middle, Nwangu. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Fields. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball thrown in the middle of the field is popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch, no matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
To throw is Fields. And that's going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions in what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all. Rodgers throw into the hands here of Hardman. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
This time they stay on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Off play action. Fields. That's caught downfield by Addison. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
A gain of 31 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Now a first down throw. Fields completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he is going to lose yardage here. And quickly they get to the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 14-yard line.
Fields going to change things up here. To throw again on second down. Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 2-yard pickup makes it
Rodgers now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Handoff right side to Wonder. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Fields. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he will have a Vikings first down Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Madison running right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Now Fields. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
The score, Jets 14, Vikings 10.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And running with power here. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try to keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Boy, 175 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Hall again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Give to Hall running right. And some space here. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 19 of the 1st down. Lazard will go in motion right. They'll give to Hall. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
This pass out wide to Hall. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the fourth down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now Fields going to move them around. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On second down, this is Madison. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the 50, here's Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up and keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Another run now for Nwangu. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here's second down. Play action. It's Fields. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They'll run with Hall. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Oh, they're changing this at the line. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself.
Here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Shit, gotta go, we don't move it, scary. Last time I shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we